the age of 16 and I meet Gay Byrne. And to me, who was into radio and television at the time, this was like going to Mount Olympus. I mean, I was trying to think this morning who was the biggest actor or celebrity of that time. It was probably Harrison Ford. And if you'd asked me, the biggest actor of the time, Harrison Ford, the biggest sports star was probably Kenny Dalglish or Gay Byrne. I'd have taken Gay Byrne any day of the week. So to meet him, go, hello, Mr. Byrne, how are you? And then to go into his house and meet him, and then he did the thing in the video, and he was so nice and so charming. And then by pure coincidence, then the following year, when I was in sixth year, another friend I had in school, his mother was a guest on the Late Late Show, and he said to me, would you like to go? So I was 17, and I got to sit in the front row of the Late Late on Good Friday, 1989, I'll always remember it. And again, it was like, because I didn't quite understand how television was made back then. And now that I do know how it is made, comparing what I know now to what I saw then, is a major compare and contrast. If you watch television these days, pretty much 100% of the presenters you see on television will be reading what they're saying to you from what's called an auto cue. And what an auto cue is that when the presenter goes, good evening and welcome to the show, coming up tonight we have, they're reading that from a computer screen which has the script on it, and it rolls with the script at the speed that the presenter speaks. So that's what it's called, auto cues. Every presenter uses it, and pretty much 100% of presenters has what's in their ear an earpiece, so that the director can tell them, you've 5 minutes, you've got to wrap up, we've got to go to an ad break, or there's such and such thing happening. Gay Byrne didn't use any of those, right? Because what people forget is he wasn't just the presenter of the program. He was so important, he was the producer of the program. So he decided what went on the program and what didn't. And you might remember when you were young, do you ever remember that you'd be like 11:30 and Gay Byrne would say, well, this is going well, I'm going to stay on the air. Yes. He was that powerful. He could stay on the air. Yeah. So you'd see him off camera, look up at the gallery and say to the director, Dennis, would you just tell them we need another 15 minutes? And he'd stay on the air. He was that powerful that he could do that. And I mean, when you're growing up and you see this, there was one person. He was all we had. Now, Mike Murphy was great as well, and that's not to demean him at all. I thought Mike Murphy was brilliant. But Gay Byrne and Mike Murphy, they were the two stars of television in the 70s and the 80s. And you always say, well, it's just Ireland. But then as you grow older and you see what other countries had, you just realise it wasn't just Ireland. Gay Byrne was very special.